Oh, yes. Hello. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Meredith with a Y. I am your host, Meredith Willits, and we are getting into the art of living with intention. And I'm super excited to get into the body edition, so stay with me. Hello, everyone. This is Meredith with a Y, and I am your host, Meredith Willits. Today, we are going to go deep, changing lives, and I am giving you the keys to the castle. So I'm super excited to be here because sometimes I really just don't know what I'm going to be talking about, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm excited because I had this just moment of inspiration based on the topic and my conversation with Cody a couple weeks ago and about, alcoholism and all that good stuff, about this idea of living with intention and how powerful that is and how I really do live with intention and what that looks like. So I figured I would talk about what that looks like, of living with intention with your body. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll get into mind and spirit and all those other good things. But first, before we get into that, I have to do a commercial for my own thing. And I'm super excited to share this because I haven't shared it anywhere. I haven't even really shared this with my kids. My husband knows about it. I do keep things kind of close to the chest. Is that how they say it? Or the vest. And so I have partnered with Castle, which is powered by Haberdash. And it is a rental clothing business where you pay $50 a month and you can basically get unlimited clothes delivered to you. And this is really a forwardly motion of sustainable fashion. The website is M and Sky, EMANDSKY. My daughter is Emerson. My other daughter is Skylar. So it is named after them, emandsky.com. And you'll see some of the photos on the website. And that's why I have had these photos taken. But it's free shipping both ways, free returns, free dry cleaning. I think it's like 200 different brands from, extra small all the way to 3X and maternity clothes. Stop it right now. If you know someone who needs maternity clothes and is sick of buying them or getting that like cute thing to go to the, event, this is literally the answer to the summer winter switch and, losing weight and gaining weight and all that stuff. So go check out emandsky.com. It is my new venture. I'm super proud of it. It is sustainable. The clothes are amazing. If you do the $50 package, you have 4 pieces at any one time. You can return them and get new ones at any time that you want. So you're not stuck with the same stuff. It's not like you rent this outfit for $20. It's $50 for the entire month, and you can up it. I think it's $80 for the next one, and that is 8 pieces at a time. And you can do that all month long. So I'm super excited. You'll hear more about it on social media, of course, because it's my project. And it's really in line with, getting away from fast fashion, getting away from just buying, rinse, repeat. So check out emandsky.com. The show notes will have that information as well. So let's get back into the Art of Living with Intention Body Edition. So why does this matter? What is the point? So if you come from the place that I come from with it, which is, understanding that we are here for a reason. We're not just haphazardly placed on this planet for absolutely no reason whatsoever. We are on this planet for a reason, and it is to grow and to experience and to, do all the things. And so what would be the reason of being on this planet, for living with intention or not? And so the way that I look at this experience of being here is that we are plopped into this avatar. It's almost like if you can imagine a video game. You're plopped into this avatar. You are given your certain tools. You're given your certain family members that you have, chosen, etc. And then you're given these experiences. And then you can either screw the whole thing up or you can be successful. You can either learn all the lessons or you can not. It's your choice. It really is your choice. And I love to boil it down to like elementary school, where you either can learn the lesson, you can either learn addition and subtraction, or you cannot. But you can't really go on to multiplication unless you understand the concept of addition. So in life, we are given all of this stuff, parents and society and all of these things. And then we can choose to take them with us, or we can learn new things. We can let go of old things that no longer serve us. And we can decide to keep dating the same asshole over and over again and keep going to the job we hate and keep having the same experience, keep waking up with the hangover, or we can finally decide to learn the lesson. And that is truly up to us. There is we've all done I'm never going to drink again. I swear to you, I will never drink again. I hate tequila. I'm never doing this. I feel like such crap. Why do I do this to myself? Right. And then a few weeks later, days later, whatever, could be the next day, could be that evening, we're back into it. We're back into the booze. We're back into, you smoke 3 packs of cigarettes at the party the night before. You can't even breathe. And you're like, I'm going to quit smoking. This is killing me. And then, by 4:00, you have a cigarette in your hand. You overeat. You feel like shit. All these things that we do that we say, I'm never going to do again. And then we do them again. And the one thing that has really helped me in this process, and I've talked about it here before in the last couple of weeks on my podcast, is don't question your good choices. And I really see this, and it sounds so crazy, but I was literally laying in bed last night thinking about, cartoons and Disney, and I'm going to reference some of those moving forward, but I really see this as the devil and the angel on your shoulder. And I know that sounds so simplistic and it sounds so stupid, but it doesn't make it not true. And so, the other day, my husband and I, we went out, we went to this Italian restaurant, and they had, everyone was drinking red wine at the restaurant. And I was just like, I can't, I want, white knuckle, right? I want a glass of red wine. In that second, 1,000, 1,000, sit down, put my napkin on my lap, take a breath. Okay, I don't want it anymore. I have my glass of water, right? And the thing that goes through my head in those moments are, don't question your good choices, because the devil on your shoulder, and I'm again using this as a concept, a construct of thought, a construct of as we move through the planet where there are tons of things around us constantly pulling our attention to things that are not healthy, be them friends, be them family, be them food or drugs or whatever it is. There's constantly things in front of us that take us away from the person that we want to be. It's that simple. There is an idea in your head right this second. I know this. I know that there is a ideal you that exists in your head. And honestly, I think I did this, God, maybe it was a few months ago. I did a meditation and it was like, go meet the future you, in this meditation. And when I met the future me, she was healthy and she was in shape and she could, sit crisscross applesauce on the floor and get right back up. And, she could do all the things, this future self of mine. And when I met her, I was so excited to meet her and see her, this future self of me, right? And so I know all of you have this ideal view of you in your head. And what does that ideal you look like? Healthy, happy, in shape, walking? I promise the ideal you is not sitting on a couch eating potato chips. I promise the ideal you is not fighting with your spouse. Because you see, when you are not living in line with who you actually truly want to be, there's a part of you that is angry at yourself for not keeping that promise to you. And the worst promise you could break is the one that you break with yourself. The one that says, I'm going to walk tomorrow. I'm not going to drink tonight. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to stop, smoking so much pot. Whatever it is, I'm going to XYZ. And then you don't do it. And then you kind of hate yourself. Then you're angry at yourself because you didn't keep your promise. Because you have an ideal you that you are trying to get to in some way. And the thing of it is the only way to get there is to keep those promises, to have an actual plan, to have an actual roadmap, and start investing in yourself. All of the worldly experiences around you, good and bad. I always tell my kids, when they have like a shitty coach or something, or, a bad teacher or whatever. And I tell my kids all the time, you can learn from everyone. You can learn what to do and you can learn what not to do. It's totally up to you. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be someone that is meh, and you can learn from them. What are they doing that I want nothing to do with? Are they snarky? Are they passive aggressive? Do they give me good, constructive criticism? Are they positive? Are they kind? Are they excited to be here? We can learn from everyone and every experience, right? Everything. And so as the world comes to you and you experience it as walking through this planet, what are you going to do with it? Yesterday, my daughter and I went to the mall, and I promised her Auntie Annie's pretzels because I always say no. And thank the Lord in heaven, there's always a long line, so it's easy for me to say no. And so yesterday I said, yes, she could get it. And so she got the Auntie Annie's. I was sitting in the shade waiting for her. She came over. She had like the trough of the pretzels. And I have been really, we're not going to say good because that's psychotic. I have been really in line with my eating, intentions, because we're eating intentionally over here. And as she sat there, I made the decision. Do you want to ask for a bite of that? Is it going to be a big deal? You just worked your butt off in the basement and went for a 4-mile walk. No, actually, it was 3 mile. I lied. 3-mile walk this morning. Is that going to make a difference? No, it's not. It's going to taste good. Yes. You're going to enjoy it. Yes. Hey, Emerson, can I have one? Yes. Ate it. No guilt. No, nothing. I went in with my intention. I was intentional about it. I enjoyed it. I didn't scorn myself for eating it. I wasn't bad for having, junk food, whatever. It is what it is. I moved through it. But the thing of it is did I lose my mind and then go crazy the rest of the night eating junk or, having booze or whatever? No, I ate that with intention and then moved forward. And then the rest of the evening, I ate with intention. This morning I woke up and it is raining outside here in Chicagoland area. And so I decided not to go for a walk with intention of still wearing my sports bra, of still having my workout pants on, because I am going to work out later on this afternoon with intention. I have my intention for my day set. I'm going to work on my taxes today with intention. Do I want to? No. Will it make me feel better because I've been putting them off like forever? Yes. Not everything that we do when we start doing these things feels great. But I no longer want to detach and disassociate in alcohol or cigarettes or food. I really just kind of want to be present. I'm going to be 51 years old. My kids are only going to be home for a very short period of time here before they go to school or whatever they do in life. I want to be awake. I don't want to look at them honestly. I don't want to look at them in 7 years or 10 years and say, "Hey, mom has lung cancer because I've been smoking behind your back," or, "Mom's liver's failing because I booze too much," or, "Mom's having heart issues because I can't say no to, ingesting tons of food," or, "I can't really walk with you 10 years and you're my grandkids because I have decided to not take care of my body." I just kind of don't want to do that. I just don't want to have those conversations. So now I am intentionally doing the things to prevent me from having those conversations with people, i.e., my husband and my children. I just don't want to have those conversations. I choose to be present and awake in my body. And sometimes that's really uncomfortable. Sometimes I want to check out. And so now I check out in a walk. I check out in my headphones and music. I check out on the workout bike in complete insane music by Linkin Park or Limp Bizkit or Seether or some other crazy hard rock music as loud as I could possibly make it whilst I'm on the workout bike. Usually singing, my poor family. And so the thing of it is I've chosen to be intentional about the fact that I know that I'm going to have stressors that I want no part of. Uh I don't want to detach and booze. I don't want to detach in having a cigarette. I don't want to detach in having 16 donuts. I want to detach by feeling the feelings while working out, while listening to crazy hard rock music. I think of a lot of times, like I mentioned earlier, this oddly Disney, oddly, as I was waking up this morning, I was seeing that so often movies and all of the things, like, I mean, look at The Simpsons. It's predicted like the weirdest things ever. It's just kind of bizarre. But I think that a lot of times movies and cartoons and all of this stuff, they are a little bit more in line with what's going on than we would like to believe. And I think a lot of times it sets us up for what is to come. And I always think about Pinocchio and the island. I think it was the island of misfit boys or something like that, when they went and they started smoking and drinking and gambling, and then these boys turned into donkeys. And I think about that a lot because I find it fascinating that it's kind of not really far off from reality. And that they were drawn into this. They were drawn into, like, all the fun things, but then all the fun things actually ended up ruining their lives. And I started thinking about all the times that I have had bad experiences happen to me, and I will tell you that 99% of them, be it the thing that I said that I probably shouldn't have said or shared, or, whatever did happen to me in a bad situation, whatever, it happened while I was drunk. It happened while all the things that I participated in that I probably wouldn't have done sober, yeah, I was drunk. I wasn't living with intention. I did not have intention to be date raped. I did not have an intention to be assaulted. I did not go in with the intention of oversharing. I did not go in with the intention of, drinking so much that then I eat all this garbage or whatever. I did not go into those experiences with the intention of destruction, of turning into a donkey, right? It just kind of happened. I did go in with the intention of boozing. I did go in with that intention. And so now I'm going to change and say, I don't want to go in with an intention of having a nice time and then have my intention destroyer inserted. And what's my intention destroyer is detaching and disassociating by way of alcohol. That's me. The other day, I went to a lunch with a bunch of women and got some shit, of course, about not drinking. And even though I wasn't the only one not drinking, P.S., but good time girl, clearly, I did get shit for not drinking. And I said to the person, I'm like, well, actually, I'm a lot more fun not drinking. And they said, well, we'll be the judge of that. And my intention going in was to not drink because I had the intention of going for a walk afterwards. And if I would have drank, I would not have walked because I would have had one drink and then I would have had two drinks and then I would have talked everybody into splitting the third drink because that's how it goes. I wouldn't have stopped at one. I probably would have called a girlfriend and said, what are you doing? Let's go meet downtown. Let's go have fun. Let's go day drink. Let's keep going. Let's keep this party going. But I kept my promise to myself. And that day I did do 4 miles. After my luncheon, came home, changed my clothes, put my sports bra back on, and went for a walk and kept my promise to myself because I went into the day with an intention to love myself enough to keep my promise to myself. And I will tell you, how many times have you gone and done something? Gone to a lunch, gone to a dinner, gone to a friend's house, a vacation, whatever it is, woke up. All right. How many times have you woke up and the night before you had all these intentions of your next day? You had the most amazing intentions for the next day. I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk. I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to have oatmeal for breakfast. I'm going to have 5 pieces of fruit, right? You have these great intentions. I'm not going to drink today. And then you wake up in the morning and it's just kind of like, well, maybe not. Well, maybe not. Maybe I will just do what I normally do and eat shit. And walking, hey, it's raining, it's a little cold. It's 72 and 74. I remember when I dated a bunch of like real shitty guys and they just treated me poorly. And it would like be a really bad night. And I would be like, that's it. I am done with this relationship. I am over this shit. I am over this person. I'm over this guy. I'm done with this relationship. And then I'd wake up in the morning and go, it's not that bad. We just had a rough go. It's not that bad. It's fine. They didn't mean it. And then I started praying when I would go to bed at night because I started seeing this pattern in my life. And I said, God, please let me wake up in the morning with the same conviction that I went to bed with. I want to wake up with the same conviction that I'm going to sleep with right now. The same anger, I want to wake up with that. The same irritation, please let me wake up with that. Don't let it soften while I sleep. Please let me wake up with the same motivation to end this bad thing. Because it kind of softens as we sleep, right? It softens. And then we wake up in the morning and it's just like, smoking's not that bad. Who cares if I have a couple drinks? They say wine's healthy. I'll go for a walk tomorrow. I'm busy today. And those are the things, those promises not kept are the things that cause and destroy our self-esteem and our self-worth when we don't keep those promises to ourselves. And changing habits, that's not easy. It takes like 30 days, they say. 30 days to change a habit. And there are going to be days that you wake up and you're like, you know what? I don't want to put my gym shoes on. It's right now, I am sitting in a room looking at cars driving by and it's like raining. It's like wet. So I have to have a new plan. What's my plan? Well, I checked the weather. Looks like I could walk between 2 and 3 o'clock. It's going to clear up. I can go down in the basement. I can ride the bike. I could do my new Zing app. If you don't have the new Zing app, Zing, which I'm not a sponsor and I have no affiliation. However, Zing, if you want to promote me and sponsor me, 51 years old, I've lost like 30 pounds and your app is amazing. It's basically the Lululemon mirror, but you could do it on your phone or your iPad, and then you can play it through your Alexa in your house. And you literally need like a kettlebell and some dumbbells and a mat and yourself. And because I have it set up that I do it 7 days a week, my workout's 34 minutes from start to finish. You do like these like sets, 2 sets of this exercises and 2 sets of that. And then you cool down and it's like, you're just done. You're done. It is a game changer. Obsessed with Zing, obsessed. You must get Zing app. And you could do like beginner, intermediate, advanced. You could tell it how, what kind of equipment you have at your house. Like if you have bands or whatever, all the crap you can get at like Target. So there's no excuse. You don't need gym equipment. I'm not a good person to go to the gym because I sit there and criticize in my head what everyone's doing. I'm psychotic. I'm like, that is the wrong form. You need to have your hands like this instead of like that for doing back exercises. I'm nuts. I cannot go to a gym. I just critique and I want to tell people the whole time. So I'll do my Zing app today. Like I do it every day. And every day when I go to bed, I feel like $1,000,000 because I kept my promise to myself. Someone just said on TikTok, I'm streaming over there, or Five Below. Five Below has all the workout equipment, literally. Unbelievable. $5. You can get all these, dumbbells and stuff. And if you think it doesn't add up, your body changing, I will tell you this right now, it is unbelievable. I do not run. I walk. I go on a bike that we got off of Facebook Marketplace for $150. It's in our basement. It's not a Peloton bike. It's just a bike for $150 off Marketplace and some dumbbells and the Zing app, which I think is like $50 for the whole year. So there's literally no excuses. Zero. And I do this whole thing in a very small area. I do not have like this huge gym in my basement. And if you're sitting there saying, well, I don't have the money. I don't have the money. Bullshit. I have been to Chipotle lately and the $6 burritos are now like $12. So fast food is now an arm and a leg, and booze costs a fortune. If you go to a bar, alcohol is dumb expensive. Cigarettes are $11 a pack. Downtown Chicago, cigarettes are like $14 a pack. I don't know who's smoking downtown. They must have an exodus like weekly of people going to the suburbs to buy cigarettes. It's insane. So all of that money, go buy the gym shoes. Go to Old Navy and get the sports bra. This cute little thing right here that I'm wearing, if you're watching on live or you seeing it on YouTube later on or whatever, this is Old Navy. This is Nordstrom Rack from 300 years ago. I think it was $9. Workout clothes are not expensive. I don't want to hear it. Spend the money. Invest in yourself. Invest in the shampoo. Invest in getting a good haircut. Invest in getting good gym shoes. It's okay. Spend the $99. My favorite are Adidas Ultra Boost. I'm obsessed with Adidas shoes. I cannot wear Nikes. They don't fit my feet right. They come off the back of my heel. Adidas Ultra Boost, I got them on Champs for $99 on sale. They have 1 million pairs. You could probably even get them cheaper than that. Literally $99 is me deciding to not go out to dinner and drink alcohol. It's a few packs of cigarettes. But it's up to you. Are you ready to live intentionally? Are you ready to say, I am going to be intentional about becoming the person that exists in my head of myself that exists out there somewhere instead of willy-nilly living this life as if it's happening to me, as if all of this shit is not a choice. Because P.S., all of the things that you are doing is a choice. If you have not watched Blue Zones yet on Netflix, you are missing out. Go watch Blue Zones. I talked about it yesterday. I did a quick live on Facebook yesterday. My 14-year-old and I were sitting at the Michigan house and we were, I tried to find a show that we could both watch. We ended up watching the Blue Zones. It's a very limited, like 5 episodes on Netflix. Excellent. He goes around to the blue zones. What are blue zones? Blue zones are where there is a huge population of people that live to 100 years old or over. And he studies them. And then he takes that information and reports back what these people are doing that is allowing them to live to be over 100. And my 14-year-old and I watched this show, and we literally have not stopped talking about it since we finished the series. Because these people are living in a way with no money. Most have no money. These are very kind of rural, indigenous energy type places in Greece. And, all over the world, there is actually one of them here in the United States where they focus on working out. They are intentional. They're intentional about their lives. They get in their steps. One of the biggest game changers, I will say, for me, as far as working out and being intentional about physical activity, is when I started 75 Hard, which I follow it loosely. But one of the most important things is they said you have to be physically active. You have to be physically active twice a day for 45 minutes, one of which needs to be outside. I was like, okay. Winter will be interesting in Chicago, but we'll see what happens. But it wasn't about that. It wasn't about the outside piece that really got me. It was physically active twice a day for 45 minutes. Because in the past, I've done my workout, I've done my walk, box checked. Since bitches, box checked. I'm done. I'm out, right? I did my workout. Life is good. But when I incorporated that I had to do 2 45-minute workouts, I was like, especially when I was up at the island house, I didn't have like a bike. I didn't feel like schlepping, any type of dumbbells or anything like that. And so I'm like, okay, well, what can I do for 45 minutes to get in my second workout? Well, I guess I can mow the lawn with the lawnmower that my guy bought that is not it's a push mower. It's like there's no propulsion. It's not self-propelled. You have to push this damn thing. You're exhausted. You have to take breaks. I had to take breaks mowing the lawn. Okay. But I chose to mow the lawn because I needed to be physically active for another 45 minutes. I decided to carry wood with the guys back and forth across the bridge and back and forth. Why? Because I needed to be active for another 45 minutes. I hadn't checked the box. I wasn't done working out. And now I'm starting to recognize, especially you'll recognize this if you watch this documentary of the Blue Zones on Netflix. Again, not affiliated. It's just wonderful information. So you can't mention a brand or anything without people thinking you're getting paid, because I'm not. When you watch this, you'll see that these people are constantly active. They clean their own houses. They do gardening. They don't use cars. They walk to their friend's house uphill, downhill, sideways. Blah. They make their own food. They wake up, and every single day they live with intention. Holy shit. They live with intention. They know when they wake up in the morning that they have a task to accomplish. And I'm going to tell you this. The majority of my clients who call me, who are like one-off appointments, not like my coaching clients, but my one person, like, I want to talk to you one time, Meredith. But then I suck them in and they just love coming back. One of the biggest questions they ask me is I want to know my purpose in life. I don't have purpose. I don't have purpose. And I will tell you that these folks in the blue zones, they have purpose every single day. Every day they wake up with purpose. Be that purpose fixing food for the family or the tribe, meaning the tribe, meaning the families around them. Be it volunteering. And these people are like 90s people. They're still dancing and singing and working their craft and making things. And, they're a part of a community. They live with intention. Their entire existence is intention. And they're living to over 100. And I believe it's because they have intention. They have purpose. We've all heard that women live longer than men, right? Is it because women constantly have the purpose of keeping a house? And when men retire, they say when men retire, they're dead in like a few years. Has anyone else heard this? Because I've always known this to be the way it is. If you are a man and you retire, you most likely will be dead shortly thereafter because you have no more purpose. You have no intention. You have no life, unless, of course, you get one. Women never stop. We never just have nothing to do. I could literally sit here and go on for about 6 hours about what I have to do in the house today. I always have something to do, whether I like it or not. There's always something. Add on top of that, being an entrepreneur, there's never downtime. And so the thing of it is what is your intention every day? Because if it's only work or if it's only taking care of your kids, those things go away. Those things leave. And so I believe there is an art to living with intention. This is an art form. This is creating. This is literally mapping out what you want your life to be. Do you want to be a kind and loving person? What does that look like? How does that play out? We will talk about that in the next coming weeks of the soul and living with the soul intention, living with mental health intentions, society intention, being a quote, good person. What does that actually look like? How does that play out? Making those choices. And I think a really great place is to start with the body. Little things. And it was Muhammad Ali's daughter that talked about, she did some sort of diet thing, and I caught it real quick. And she said, when I diet and when I talk about dieting, I talk about adding things in instead of taking them away. Everyone, when they talk about dieting, they always talk about I'm going to stop eating all the things, right? I'm going to stop eating white. I'm going to stop eating carbs. I'm going to stop eating sugar, right? So it's nothing left to eat. What Muhammad Ali's daughter, I can't think of her name right now. Elite, I'm going to mess it up. Anyways, she talks about adding things in. Add in 2 fruits. Add in 4 ounces of water. Add in a salad. Add in a yogurt. Add these things in and you won't have time to eat the other stuff. You're supposed to eat, I guess, half your body weight in protein. I can't get to that every day. I try. And I drink like protein shakes and protein smoothies and protein what's that called? Yogurt, and like I eat all that and I still am not feel like I'm not getting to, and I'm adding things in. Adding things in. I eat so much fruit. Oh my god. It looks like a fruit store in my kitchen. It's easy. Start with the body. Start with the body. Next week, we'll talk about the mind. Do the little things. If you're telling me that you can't go for a 30-minute walk and you are physically an able body walker, 15 minutes from your front door out, set a timer, and then come back 15 minutes. You can do that. Instead of when you go someplace, take the stairs. It actually does matter. Go watch the Blue Zones. They talk about this. The physical activity of like picking up your house, it matters. It adds up. We have made our society in the United States, at least, so damn convenient. We literally don't even have to like vacuum our own house anymore because we have those robot vacuumers. We have taken away the work that actually makes us physically healthy and live longer. And then we have to go get a gym membership. And then we bitch that gym memberships are too expensive. So then we do nothing. And now we're really sedentary because we have, all this ability to make money by way of our brains instead of our bodies. We have it so backwards. Everything's faster, better, stronger, but it's killing us. One of the statements, my daughter, 14 years old, she was like, holy crap. The woman at the end of this Blue Zones Netflix said, basically, America has it completely wrong. It's completely backwards. We have made everything so convenient, so easy, and we're getting so overweight and so unhealthy. We're doing it wrong. And then we're wondering why we're so sick. We don't move. We eat shit. Everything's convenient. Everything's faster, better. Buy the gym shoes. Get the Zing app. Go get some weights today at the store at Five Below. Five Below, go get yourself some weights. They're even cheaper than Target. Study up on some vitamins. Get your sleep tonight. Get your physical. Have you gotten your physical this year? Make the appointment with your physician and get yourself a physical. Find out where you're at. Where's your liver at right now? Where are your, what's that stuff called? Your cholesterol. What's your cholesterol doing? Let's figure out where we're at so we can have a plan and live with intention. Take care of you. Get your mammogram. Get your checkups. The only way they found my breast cancer was on a mammogram. They knew exactly where the cancer was at and still couldn't feel it. Get the mammogram. Take care of you. Stop living as a victim to this planet. You are not a victim to this planet. And even if you believe you are, at the end of this, guess what? You have no one to blame but yourself. Because I'm here telling you that you can do the things. You are allowed to invest in you. Think how much money you spend on nonsense. Buy the gym shoes. Get the little short socks. Spend the money, get the short socks, get yourself a pair of like tights at Old Navy or whatever. I just went to JCPenney. I know probably like who goes to JCPenney's, but I was at JCPenney's and they had this entire workout section of clothes. And I found the cutest workout pants. So they're a Sports Illustrated brand. And I walked up to the counter and I said, how much are these? Because they were like $59. And I'm like, for $59, I'm buying Lululemon, right? Like, I'm just going to. And P.S., I have one thing that's Lululemon in my entire closet. So I bought these workout pants. They were $12. And I was out the other day in them, and I got like 3 compliments on them. Go to JCPenney's. They have a huge sale on workout clothes right now. Cute stuff. You guys got this. Set your intention. Write some shit down. Take some notes. Who do you want to be? What are your goals? What are your goals today? It's Monday. What's your goal this week? Walk 3 times. Walk 3 times for 30 minutes each. Or maybe it's an hour. Or maybe go on Facebook Marketplace and get yourself a bike. Go download the Zing app. Shit, maybe I'll start doing my Zing app live on TikTok or something. You can watch me sweat to death and sing. You guys got this. Stop living in a dreamland. Stop living asleep. You have a vision of yourself that exists in your head, and you are allowed to attain that. I will be back here next week talking about the art of living with intention, the mind edition, and this will be fun. Again, go over to my new endeavor, EMANDSKY.com, MNSky.com. It will be in the show notes if you are listening on the podcast. Again, this is powered by Haberdash, which is a huge brand. And they asked me, little Meredith with a Y, they asked me to partner with them and share with all of my friends and followers and listeners this amazing, I stand behind it, 100,000% sustainable fashion, free shipping, free returns, free dry cleaning. You get, for $50 a month, you get 4 items at any one time, and they just keep shipping you the stuff that you choose and put in your quote closet. So I got some really cute stuff coming. It's like it's a shirt with like a sweater on the other side, and the shirt's hanging out, and it's like really trendy, and I probably wouldn't want to spend money on it, but it's really going to be fun to wear. But I didn't want to spend money on it. And by the way, I'm taking 3 sweaters that I just got from Nordstrom Rack. I'm taking them all back because they have the exact same sweater on MNSky.com. The same exact sweater. It's a cream oversized sweater. And then there's another one that's a cream V-neck with the black piping and a white shirt like attached underneath. I literally bought both of those from Nordstrom Rack, and they are on MNSky.com. And this is my website. This is my portal. There's tons of Q&A. There's tons of frequently asked questions on there. Sizes extra small to 3X. Again, maternity, mind blown. Hello, you can get maternity, and it's amazing. And the first month is free. So you can try it for a whole month for free. So I really urge you to go check out EMANDSky.com, M and Sky, named after my daughters. You'll see some really pretty pictures of me on there that I'm super proud of. Because yes, I've been living intentionally and eating all the things and doing all the workouts and drinking the water and not boozing and not smoking. So if you need something on M & Sky immediately, like I have a wedding I'm going to this weekend, you can expedite shipping. And I ordered it, I think Sunday morning, and they already had it shipped out to me Sunday night. So I'm assuming I'll get it today or tomorrow. You can do Dart, and that's an additional $5. This is great if you are on a weight loss journey and you don't want to keep buying clothes, or there's a bunch of jeans on M & Sky that are like the crop jeans that are really in style right now. You might not want to go buy those, but you can wear them for free and you can keep them as long as you want. Oh, and you can buy them at a discount. If you really like them, they will let you buy them at a humongous discount. So go check out M & Sky. This is also great for your teenager. I'm going to be buying this package, a membership for both of my daughters. No, I don't get it for free. Yes, I am going to buy it. And you can also gift it to people. So we'll talk about it more. And guess what? If you rent your clothes, you have more money for accessories and shoes. And unfortunately, this is just for women right now. But spend your money on the shoes. Spend your money on the purses. I will see you guys here all next week. I so appreciate you listening. Live with intention today. I will see you here next week. And we'll be talking about intention with our minds. Thanks for listening. If you would like to connect on a more personal level, head over to meredithwillits.com or on Instagram at Meredith with a Y for behind-the-scene footage and outtakes. Please subscribe and come back each week for more Meredith with a Y. Thanks again for listening. Cheers.